First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the ball for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Ott. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive,
Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Miami! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
and this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
And their defense...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. On the run, it's Ott. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back.
And he's going to go down at the 1. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little more. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They're trying to get to it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this offense would like to give the punter a little bit of rest after running him out there at the end of the first 2 drives. He'll pull it on the read. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Here's the return. Slips through the line. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for a man. It's McCall. Fires on the move. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Touchdown, Canes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw. It's McCall. And down he goes back at the 3.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. They go to the ground. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters.
Miami 28, Virginia 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give and tick, 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 tick. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw, it's McCall. Trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. On the ground, it's Gordon. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, to call this an abject disaster for the offense would be an insult to abject disasters everywhere, Jesse.
And they're not going to enjoy watching this game film either. Just nothing's been working. They've had mental errors. They haven't been able to execute very well running or throwing it, David. Just nothing going their way in this one.
Nothing has gone right, and the worst thing is going to be watching the tape. You're right, Jesse. But even worse than that, practice this week is go.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Jordan. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.